Hey everyone, today I'm going to be RNG manipulating a perfect shiny, or as close to perfect as you can get, shiny Jirachi in Pokemon Emerald. And I know what you're thinking. There's no Jirachi in Emerald, that's the Ruby and Sapphire bonus disc, right? Well, I'll be using the Nintendo e-reader in my custom e-card event. I know you can't really see the card super good. My actual camera is broken, so I'm using a crappy webcam from a very long time ago. So, this Jirachi e-card puts Jirachi on the White Rock in Moss Deep City. And the reason I wanted to do this is because it is a different process than normal to RNG Minute. And then also, I'm going to transfer it all the way up to the most recent games and show you that it's fully legal. It reads as a channel Jirachi. There's no way to tell the difference. And then also, I recently updated the card in Emerald. Currently it's 2 cards, but I changed it to be 1 card, and I changed a few things about it, which I will cover when I actually do the event itself. Without further ado, I'm going to go over the stuff that you need to actually do this RNG minute, and what makes it different than a standard Emerald RNG. Because in order to make this Jirachi legal and transferable, it has a fully different RNG algorithm than Pokemon Emerald typically has. So the way you search for it, the way you manipulate it, it's a little bit different. But before we do that, I just want to show you, I've got my setup. I've got a Sweet Center with Fly, and then I've also got 3 Pokemon that know Explosion. That's going to be good for later, because we're going to be using the painting plus battle record method. Okay, so to actually search for this Jirachi, we're going to be using PokeFinder, and we're going to click the GameCube button. In here, we're going to Searcher, and then I'm just clicking Channel from this drop-down menu. At this point, you don't have to do anything with your trainer ID and your secret ID, because Jirachi actually generates its own secret ID. It has a set trainer ID, and then it generates a bunch of other stuff that's kind of random about it. So we're gonna look for the best one possible. It might be 0 in attack. We're gonna do star square for the shiny, and for the nature, I want to say it's relaxed. It's not actually very good, the shiny, but yeah, this is the best. This is the best shiny channel Jirachi that you can get. So it's not great. It's not awful. I mean, I wouldn't use this in a battle probably, but it's technically usable if you wanted to do some sort of wish pass, fire punch thing. You know, the speed's not going to matter that much. And so the main thing we're going to focus on here is this seed. This seed is what we need to hit with the painting. So I'm going to copy that. Do a little Control-C action, and then we're going to bring that over to the 10 lines. We're going to paste the target seed there, and I'm going to change this to 10. Might even change it to 50. Whoa! I accidentally full screened it. Oopsie daisy. And to 15. And we're going to leave that on painting seed and hit submit. And what we're going to look for is the seed that takes the least amount of time, but isn't a huge wait like 4 hours. And so you can see this is an hour wait, an hour and 10 minutes wait. But the seed is actually not that long. If we look in Gen 3, the standard Gen 3 thing, we set it to 0 pre-timer, we do this length, right? It's only a 4-minute wait. Compared to this one, it's a 12-minute wait. So that'll drastically reduce the time per attempt, because this is a 2-step process, right? The way this works is you hit the seed by talking to the painting, then after that, you go for the Jirachi. And the seed here, this wait is only going to be, 4 minutes, right? This wait is going to be like an hour, okay? But that's okay, because we can just do the wait, and then we could just wait a little while after we hit the seed. And I'd rather do 4-minute resets than 12-minute resets to save, the waits here. And so that's what we're going to do. I think this is the best one, because this is only an hour, 10 minutes, and this is pretty low. This one's a little bit higher. This one's still higher. This is the lowest one that you have, right? So we're going to be aiming for that. Now, the way that I do that is I use the newest version of EonTimer. It's EonTimer 3.0-RC6. And we go to the Custom tab, and we're going to make a new one. First thing we do is copy the seed here. So this is the seed that we're aiming for. We can actually select seed from the drop-down and just paste it in there, which is super nice. We don't have to do any conversions. Then we're going to add a second one. And now you might think we'll do the hour here. No. What we're going to do is wait just around 2100 advances, and we're going to switch that to advances as well. And the reason we're doing that is because this is not like Ruby and Sapphire painting, where you hit the painting and then you go do the encounter. This is you hit the painting and you go to the battle frontier and you make a battle record. So the second Pokemon, the Pokemon that we hit here, it doesn't actually matter. It's just about making sure that you confirm if you hit the correct seed or not. And so that's what that's there for. In addition, I got to make sure, because I play on 2 different consoles. I play on GBA and I play on DS. So I got to make sure that, yeah, see, this custom timer, this is for 3DS, for Gen 6 RNG, I think. I'm on a DS, so we do NDS-slot 2. That's a DS GBA frame rate. That's pretty much the setup. I'll show you how to get the Jirachi event into your game after I do this seed getting. And then I'll talk a little bit about the Jirachi event and some of the things that I changed about it and stuff like that. Okay. At this point, I think we're pretty much good to go. I'm trying to think if I need to do anything else. Yes, I do. So this tool is called Gen 3 Seed Assistant. A lot of people think of it, they think it's PokeFinder because it was built out of PokeFinder and it kind of looks like it. It is not, okay? It's not PokeFinder. What we need to do is put our seeds into here. This is the seed we're going to be aiming for. It should go here. But this seed is like a standard RNG manip. You could be, you know, a couple advances early. You could be a couple advances late. We have to account for that. And so the way that I end up doing that a lot of the time is I use Sheets. I use Google Sheets because this is kind of the easiest way, I think, to make a bunch of, you know, advances, right? How do you figure out what plus and minus 3-1 AC is, right? How do you figure that out? And how do you make a lot of them really quickly? Well, the way I do that is Google Sheets. So I'm just going to paste that here. And then in this, I do, in this one, I do equals x2 des. Then I select that thing and I hit enter. And now it converts into a decimal. And then I can just do this one equals, right, E30 minus 1. And then we scroll all the way up. Shaboing. And then we scroll about 30 down. So it's E30 plus 1. And then we'll scroll down to like 60, right? And then we just equal up here, equal des to hex. And we just convert it back and autofill it. And then this is all of the nearby seeds to the one that you're aiming for. Perfect, right? So we can scroll that away. And we're going to paste all the seeds into here. In addition to that, we're going to switch this to method H2. This is the most common wild method in Emerald version. It could be any of the other H methods, but that's okay. And then in addition, I'm aiming for around 2100, and we'll do plus minus. You should do like plus minus 500 because I'm not accounting for the sweet scent delay. Then also on this side of it, I'm setting this up to do Emerald, and I'm just setting the location. It's Victory Road. I always do Victory Road floor 1. And then that should be it. Now we are actually ready to go. So what I'm going to do, make sure to save the game. I'll just save it again just in case. What we're going to do is start the timer at the same time as I soft reset the game. Oh, actually, I should have had a free timer here. I usually like to have little pre-timers. And we'll make this MS, and we'll just make this 5,000, right? This is just a 5-second countdown for when I soft reset the game. At this point, once this counts down, I'll soft reset. And so we just wait in front of the painting at this point. 10 seconds left for the first run ski, so let's see what we're doing here. I always tend to lower the volume at this part just to focus. So after you hit A here, I just start mashing B, and I'm running down. This is the nice part about Emerald, since we're just going to make a battle record later. We don't have to worry about the NPCs interfering with us. Like in Ruby and Sapphire, that can really screw you up. But this game doesn't really matter that much. Okay. Step 1 up, and then go and wait on the sweet scent. And then when this timer finishes, we're going to do sweet scent. Okay, a Lyron. So all we need to do is catch this fella to figure out where we landed. So we got method H2. It looks like we're about 200 267 late. That's pretty much exactly how late we're supposed to be because of Sweet Scent. And we hit seed 3AC3 when we were aiming for 3AC1. So all I'm going to do is copy that. And I'm going to put it into here, 3AC3. And I'm going to click update. And it'll do a little bit of an adjustment for me. So the next time the attempt will be slightly better. So we're about 2 advances late. And so we try again. Pretty simple. Oops, I missed the start button. My hand just didn't hit it. And we just do it again. And I don't really. Okay, we hit the seed. All right, that's really good. So now, once we hit our seed, what we want to do is run directly to the battle tower. Or I'm going to do the battle tower. You can technically do any facility that you want. What you need to do is make a battle record by either losing or winning a match. So I head to the battle. Used to blah 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 blah. Words are good, and I can use them. I used to use the battle factory because you didn't have to have a team prepared. But I do have 3 Pokemon with the move Explosion, so I can make sure the battles end very quickly. And you can actually lose. Like if you click retire after a battle ends, you could still save the battle record. So it doesn't matter if you win or lose. But hopefully we get a Pokemon that uses Protect. I know a lot of the lower level Pokemon here like to use it. So we'll see. Let's pretend I'm an adult. I won't do that. So we're just going to start booming. Surskit, I don't think you have Protect. Why not? Will not live anything this has. I mean, you know, Blorb's attack isn't very good, but it does have defense in this game. I was thinking why not does have a lot of HP, especially for a baby. It is recorded. So now, if we go to our Frontier Pass, we click Battle Record, it'll be that battle versus the Tuber. And this battle will reset the RNG state to what it was right when this battle started. Okay? And so what we need to do is first, before we do anything with Jirachi, and before we even do our waiting, is figure out where in that RNG sequence we're actually at. So first things first, we can delete all of these extra seeds now, right? I'm going to Control A, delete all of them. All we need is 3AC1 because that's what we're on. Okay. And then let's go to this area here. And I'm going to deposit most of these Pokemon in the PC. Actually, I will need to use the 3 Exploders again, of course, but I won't need to use this Makuhita again. So let's go here. And then EonTimer, we can delete pretty much all this other crap. We don't need this, we don't need this. And this one we do need, technically. So we can make this as low as 800. You can even do lower if you want, to be honest with you, but that's fine. So we hit advance 2377 when aiming for, when getting this, right? Then after that, the battle took up some amount of advances, and then running to the frontier, and then doing that took some amount of advances, right? So we're going to do, our target is 15,000, and then we're going to do plus 14,999. And so what this is going to do is this is going to let us search with this plus and minus here, the first 30,000 advances of the game, because in my experience, typically we don't actually go, it's very unlikely to be longer than that. And so all we have to do is do this 800 advances here. And then the actual delay is about 267, so there's a little bit more to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the battle record here, and then we're going to start our timer at the same time as we press B to close out of it. You do not have to be strict with your time to close out of it, because the RNG doesn't move passively when you're in the battle record. And, oh, wrong thing. So, we're going to do this encounter here. I set this to 800 just as a quick thing short after the battle record to give us some time to figure out to get over to hit Sweet Scent, basically. That's pretty much all I did that for. So, we are at advance 12,077, and we also need to subtract the 800 advance weight and the 267 or so. So let's open up a calculator. So this is where the start of our battle record is. This is at the start of it. And if we go back to this, we need to wait 239,003 more advances. You don't want the total one because the total is taking this in consideration. So we just want to wait this. That's a long time. There's a few things we can do in order to shorten the wait. But the first thing we want to do is subtract this from it. So actually I'm going to open up another calculator so I don't have to retype everything. So we're going to paste our thing in here, paste this number, and we're going to subtract this number from it. So this is the exact amount of advances we need to wait until we hit our target Jirachi. However, we don't want to wait this exact amount of frames, right? Because if we wait this exact amount, then we have no time to get to the Jirachi. We're going to make another battle record, and we're going to do it a couple thousand advances beforehand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 15,000 from this. So they'll give us 15,000 advances of leeway or so. And so we'll wait 212,000 advances. Now this is still a really long time. So what we can do is divide this by 2, and we'll only wait 106,000 advances. And why can we do that? Well, that's because if you're in a wild battle or a trainer battle that's not in the frontier, it can't be in the frontier, the amount of time that you have to wait is halved because the RNG advances at 2x the normal speed. So we're going to do a soft reset the game really quick just to get rid of the Hariyama. I don't need it, right? And we'll just wait this exact amount of time. We're about 15,000 advances early. So put that blue, copy, put that there. And see, it's only 29 minutes, not so bad. So all we got to do is open our battle record after we paste our advance amount in and close the battle record when we start our timer. So now we have a 29-minute wait. And I'm going to run directly into a wild battle. This will waste some of the double time that we did, but I think it's fine. You're also going to want to make sure that you have a Pokemon that can run easily. I have Dave up front, level 76. It'll run. So now we just wait 29 minutes. So I'll see you then. Okay. The timer's almost up. Now that it is, we are going to run to the battle frontier ASAP. Oh no, that sucks. Stop. Oh my lord, really? Oh my goodness, this is wasting so many advances. Oh my lord. Oh, that threw off my whole groove. I don't even remember. Oh no. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. Okay. So, hopefully, we undershot. If we didn't, that's another hour. So, we'll see. Yes. Okay. And now we have to figure out where we landed. So, if we look at the 10 lines, this is our target final advance, right? So we can put that in there. We could do plus minus, like we could do literally like 99,000 because we're not going to be that far. We should also keep in mind that we're actually going to be, it's going to be slightly different than what we're aiming for because it's hard to explain. But just know that this number is not going to be exactly like the advance that we hit on wild versus on static. It's going to be slightly different because of a few different factors. It's kind of something you just have to keep in mind. So let's see where we landed. So we could do the same thing we did last time. Instead of this many advances, we just do 800 and see where we landed. And hopefully, if everything went well, we're not very far away from our target Jirachi. Okay, cool. So we are quite a bit early still. So let's see, what are we at? So we are around 9,000 advances early. So anyway, also keep in mind, we need to subtract, like what? Minus 800, minus 267 or whatever. So we're only 8,000 advances away. And it's still, I mean, you know, it's not short, it's not long. If you do 8,000, it's 2 minutes. In fact, it might just be worth it to go for this, to be honest with you. We could cut about half this. We could cut another 4,000 advances off this if we really wanted to. I'm thinking about how long the event is as well. It's not a very long event. So we could do about 4,000 advances. And do a 4,000 advance wait using EonTimer. Like we did last time, but we'll just talk to this lady. What we'll do is we'll get to the person beforehand. Like the trainer that we're going to fight. We're not going to hit A until this timer finishes counting down. Okay, here we go. All right, and now we are all set up to actually do the Jirachi event. So that is going to be an interesting process to do. What we're going to first do is fly to Moss Steep, where the event actually happens. And then I'm going to walk you through how I'm getting it into my game. Because like I said, Typically, I use the e-reader for this and like 2 GBAs and a link cable. But I'm not going to do that for this video because I haven't printed the updated version of my Jirachi card. And so I'll walk you through how to do it. This will work if you have any way to back up your save file. So all you need is a way to back up your save file and your Emerald ROM, and you should be good to go. So if you're doing this like me and you don't want to print a card out, or you don't have the ability to print a card out right now, my printer's out of ink, and I just made a new card, so I haven't printed it yet. What can you do? Well, like I said, if you have any way to back up your save file and ROM, you can use an emulator. And so I have this. This is the GBX. Oh, you can't really. The camera doesn't focus. This is the Inside Gadget GBX rewritable. You could use anything. You could use an R4. You could use a Game Boy player. Any way to back up your saves and stuff. So I'm going to back up my Emerald save and also my Emerald ROM. I'm going to do that. Now, while this is downloading, what we can do is go to some websites in order to get what we need. So I'm going to go to my GitHub. Ooh. Go to my GitHub where I will have the events for download. Now, you're going to need a couple of different things. For Emerald, we're going to go to e-reader cards. I'm going to click Emerald. Now, here is where I've got the updated Jirachi and Celebi events. They both were updated in the same way. It's called Jirachi Emerald No Battle Tower Issues.raw. So you're going to click that. And then over here, you're going to click these three things and click download. And I'm going to put that in Emerald as well. That is the e-card you're going to download. Now, if you want the old ones for some reason, you can go into this breaks if you enter Battle Tower folder, and that's where the previous ones are. And I will explain some of the differences shortly, basically. And in fact, I might even download them and show you what those are like, just to showcase the problems that they can cause. Download both those. Perfect. Now, you're also going to need something else. If you are doing this on a real GBA, you're going to need mystery event distro.gba. It's kind of hard to see. It's mystery event distro.gba. You can use this to, if you're using a real GBA, you have to flash this to a fake cartridge, and then you can send it over to a real Emerald. If you're not doing that, you can use this mystery event emerald.wondercard3, so I'll download that. And then if you're using that, you're going to need a program which lets you inject mystery event 3 stuff into your game. So I'm going to show you where that is as well. That is called mystery event tool. It is this one, the Gen 3 mystery gift tool. There we go. And I'm going to load the save. Load my Emerald save. And I'm going to do inject Wonder Card 3. It already has one, apparently. I have no idea what it is, but we'll overwrite it. I'm going to inject this one into it. And we're going to save it in here, and we're going to do dash injected. File saved. There you go. We're done with that. We can now open up MGBA. This is my emulator of choice. You're going to need a Game Boy Advanced BIOS in order to do this. A BIOS is something that you can extract from your own GBA or from a Game Boy player if you have it. Again, you could do that using like an R4 or something else like that. I've done this a bunch of times, and if you want a more in-depth like coverage of how to do this, I have a full video on just how to get this setup done. So I'll link to that in a card and then like down in the description and stuff as well. Okay. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is boot up Emerald. So we're gonna, where's my Emerald? Beep. I'm gonna boot that up. Oh, I gotta load a save. So I gotta load an alternate save game because it's probably not loading this one. We're gonna go into Emerald and we'll do the injected.sav, right? What we're gonna do is go upstairs, and now if you go up here, there's gonna be a guy who has mystery event. And so what we're gonna do is file, new multiplayer window, file, and I'm gonna load my e-reader ROM that I've got. And then I'm going to do scan e-reader.codes from this multiplayer window. And in Emerald, we're gonna click these two. I'm gonna show you what the original event was like. Then we're gonna do mystery event. Okay, so sometimes this happens. If this doesn't work, all you gotta do is just reset this emulator and then try again. I don't know what the glitch there is. I think there's something wrong in the Wonder Card file. I don't think the actual thing has it, but that's fine. So we're gonna go to the Jirachi event, and I'm gonna showcase the differences between the two of them momentarily. So if you notice when I talk to this one, the screen is going to flash. You see? That doesn't happen in this one. This one. Now, hit A here. It all looks the same, and it may very well be the same. What I'm going to do is run in both of them. You can see this one had a flash here. You see how long that one took after the battle as well, before that flash happened. Then I'm going to hit A here, and that's going to end it. But if I just hit A here, she moves back automatically, and that's so I can help shiny hunters out, right? Shiny hunters can step over here and do that so they can do runaway hunts. The other big thing about this is, so we're going to go and enter the battle tower really quick. We'll do our same open level thing, and we'll forfeit really quick, and we'll go back to the Jirachi event. The event's deleted from that happening, right? If I do that in this game, that's not the case. But this is fully normalized. There's not going to be anything weird about it. But the point is, the newer version is a lot more stable. Like, a lot more stable. There's way less glitches. There's way less problems. And I just think it is a good thing that you use this version. It is way less glitchy. You can enter the battle tower, and it's only one E-card, which is another big benefit, right? And I have that little thing. I'm pretty happy with this thing for shiny hunters where I run, I mash A, and then she goes here. So you could just really do fast runaway hunts. Okay. I can't remember which save file it is, so we're gonna reboot it and do a double check skis here. Save games, load alternate. I think it was 2, right? All right, perfect. So this is all set up. So all I have to do is reconnect my GBX cart rewritable. And again, you could do this all with just e-reader cards, and that is my preferred way to do it, like I said, but I just wanted to showcase how to do this manip. We do it one time here. So cool, right? I think it's just, I don't know. I'll never get over it. Just, this is on a real hardware, my real emerald, no mods to the emerald itself, right? Beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, I know. I'm tooting my own horn a little bit too much. So it's pretty simple. I mean, we're just going to do the battle record advance, right? We think we're around 4726 away. So I'll start my battle record. And it's going to be on the last piece of dialogue, which is, I believe, Wish. And in fact, it's so funny because you could literally just tell that, right? So I go in here, I can literally open up the source code for it, and I can look, Playmon Cry, that's Jirachi, virtual message box Jirachi, that's this message box. Then after I hit A on this message box, we're right here, we're on wait key press. So we did wait message, we're on wait key press. After I press the key, it's gonna do the channel RNG stuff, and then the battle will start. So, in case you're ever unsure, if you can happen to read the source code, you can look at my source code and see what's going on. I doubt it's going to be shiny on first try, which is totally fine. So what we're going to have to do here is go use a Master Ball on it. Now, there's some important things to note about this event as well. In order to keep it legal, which is something that I wanted to do, Pokeball is always going to be a Pokeball. So no matter what you catch it in, which is this, a Master Ball in this case, it's going to be caught in a Pokeball and says that it was met at level 5. I do give it some bonus moves. It comes with Fire Punch, which is a move tutor move, and Psychic, which is a TM move. It doesn't learn those by level up. Okay, so anyway, we got to figure out where we landed, and the best way to do that is by using PokeFinder's searcher section, where we originally searched to find our shiny spread. So what I'm going to do is clear out all these filters here. I'm going to uncheck */square. We'll keep the seed in mind. I'm going to actually go over and paste this over here really quick. Just hold on that. And then we're going to uncheck the nature. And what we're going to do is click IV calculator, and one will pop up. And we're going to put in Jirachi's IVs here. So this is a docile one. It's level 50, which is very convenient, so you don't have to do any annoying stat stuff. Okay, and we'll click Find IVs. And once you click Find IVs, they actually show up here. And then you can search for them. Oh, we should put the nature in as well. Was there nature again? I forget. Docile. So I'll search for that. That's weird. Okay, so it could be one of 3. How are we to tell them apart? Well, we should be able to tell them apart by using the 10 lines. So if I go back to the 10 lines, I'm going to actually duplicate this. Duplicate tab. And instead of pasting our original seed in here, I'm going to and I just copied it. So yeah, what we're going to do is go to the 10 lines and paste the seed in here, 15, and hit search. And if we see 3AC1, 237208, we know this is probably the seed that we hit, but we can investigate the other Jirachis just to show you what's going on here. So I'm going to paste this here. You can see there is no 3CA1 to be found, or 3AC1 to be found. And so what we're doing here is we're taking the 32-bit seed and we're trying to find what is the closest initial seed to it, right? And we are on initial seed 3AC1. That's what we're on. And we're aiming for this, 239003, right? And what we're doing is we're pasting these 32-bit seeds in, and if we don't see 3AC1, we know that this is not the Jirachi spread that we'd likely hit. And so this one had it. You can see we were quite a bit early, actually, which is probably fine. So we were aiming for this one, and we're going to have to do a little bit of math skis. So do this, B minus this. We were 1,795 advances early. Or is that late? No, it's early. Yeah, we were... So all we have to do is add this to our total. So we're aiming for this. Right, so we're going to do plus. Boop. And now we're going to make this our target advance. Put that there. Soft reset the game because we don't want to, don't want to keep this Jirachi. And we try again. See if I get it. There's the shiny. Nailed it. A lot of people actually ask me, what is the song that is playing here? Because it's kind of weird. It's an Emerald exclusive song, and it's from the Frontier. This is the top of the pyramid. After you finish the battle pyramid, when you're talking to the head, this is the song that plays. I actually put it here by accident. I thought it was a different song. I just got my numbers mixed up, but then it sounded cool. Because I just used the Reggie's song in Ruby and Sapphire. Okay, so we're gonna name this Tower for the battle tower. You can see it's relaxed, and this is gonna be this exact thing. I can't show the stats because they're for level 5, but I could open up an IV calculator. But we will show this in Pokemon Home. So at this point, we're pretty much ready. We just have to transfer this thing up to a newer game. I only need to send them as far as Gen 4, though. So I probably won't send them all to Gen 9 or whatever. How do I get other people's records in here? It always says the current record is PK-Toby. Is there record mixing in this game? Okay, I don't remember where the beasts are. I want to say... Or Jirachi. I want to say Jirachi is going to be in the mountain. Why is the encounter rate so low? If there's a guy here... Ooh, maybe all 3 beasts are here. Maybe Suicune is not on the water. How can this be? Dude. That was unbelievable. How long that took. That was crazy. That took like 3 minutes. What the heck? I actually kind of like the song here. It's pretty good. A little catchy song. A little catchy guy. You lose the Ganlon Berry. Now here's the cool thing about this. It's that you only need to catch the one Pokemon that you want. So, I don't know where Jirachi is right now. Jirachi's like in... It's gonna reset. Here it is. So now all you have to do is wait if you don't want to transfer any other Pokemon. So Jirachi's going to go up. Nothing else is going to go with it. Transferring. And it doesn't transfer any of the Pokemon you didn't capture. Like I said, it was very convenient, I think. All right, time Time to type in this long fella. Uh-oh. What's going on there, capture card? You alright, bud? Seems like they're all valid. So also what we could do here really quickly is in the summary, we can observe the stats. So you can see fantastic, best, fantastic, very good. So fantastic is 30, best 31, so 30, 31, 30, very good's 29, best 31. So we can see that. Oops. I don't know if there's any other connected games. What does that mean? Oh wait, you can send this into Scarlet and Violet. As you can see, Tower is fully legally transferable. This is from my Emerald event. This is a Pokemon channel, Jirachi. And I can even do one more. I can go in and show you that it's legal in PK Hicks if you're interested, but I'm not going to do that because most people don't care. PK Hicks would show that it's legal. I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me send out Tower. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed me watching me get this Jirachi. The best Jirachi of its kind from channel. That's shiny. There are better ones that aren't shiny. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next video.